Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Kerbal Speed Program. My name is Jim, and last episode I noticed right at the end that I had completely derped and forgotten to use my goo pods on any of the later ships I was launching. So let's rectify that. I think we need like 1 point to get the next, unlock the next tree, so let's just stick a couple of these on a capsule. Who should we give credit to? Let's give credit to Bartley. Put this thing on the pad and do a couple of observations of goo. 3 science there. And this should get most of the rest of the science. And I think we can get like maybe half a point from another surface sample here. Sounds about right. Alright, get back in. Board. Recover. And let's see, that gave us 5.9 science. That science up to 50, so now we can finally unlock something. So, what should we get? Large liquid tanks, engines. Those will come in handy. Side decouplers. Struts. Stack tricoupler. I think I can just use double tanks, or half tanks for this for now. I think that's the one to go with. Don't need any of those. Ooh, I do get the Science Junior with this one and some batteries. Let's go ahead and go with this one first. So what I want to do is get into orbit. So we don't need that anymore. Well, actually we can use that as our basic starting point here. So let's call this Orbiter 1, a nice original name. Let's see, well, we definitely need a parachute. We definitely need a decoupler. Let's see, for the upper stage. Let's see, let's vector this. I don't like that you can't see this information on this first screen anymore. 200, so that's the vectoring one. Another decoupler. Let's see, what do I have? Oh yeah, I do have, yeah, got the radial decoupler now, so then I can get this thing into orbit. Let's see, so 2 of these tanks here. Another engine there. And now I don't think I need to be really complicated here, so let's just go 4 times symmetry. Stick these on the side. And just another couple tanks here. More vectoring. And I think, well, let's do some. Got these struts, might as well use them and make this ship a little more stable. There we go. So first stage, second stage, third stage. I think this can make orbit. Let's go ahead and put some of these on just in case. This doesn't fall apart on the landing pad. Save that. Alright, get Jebediah out of there, and let's go to Chad Kerman. Okay, that and that. Check our staging. We want this to fire at the same time, and we want this to fire when that goes. With that we want separate. Alright, let's see if we can get in orbit with this guy. Are you ready, Chad? Alright, SAS on. Throttles to, I think we need full with this first stage, so let's kind of keep it lower and get a longer burn. So, ignition in 3, 2, 1, liftoff! Alright, let's see how far this sucker gets. I like the pace so far. Chad seems mildly concerned, but not panicking. A couple of goo pods to use up. I think we'll do one in upper atmosphere and then one in orbit, but we'll get to orbit first. Alright, this looking good so far. About half our fuel from the first stage. Good velocity. Should reach about 200 by the time we get to 10,000 meters. If I don't reach orbit, at least I'll get some high atmosphere science. 200 meters per second. Let's go ahead and start a gravity turn. Almost out of this stage. Alright, let's see if this will make it into orbit. 24,000. A nice 45-degree angle on our trajectory. I think 2/3 of this are this current stage, and the rest of it would be the third and final stage. Alright, getting up there. Alright, we will reach space at least today. Let's take a look at one of these goo pods. Upper atmosphere, 7 science, we'll take that. Let's get a crew report from, now we'll do that from orbit. Because then I can take it out, put it back in, and then on the way down I can get the crew report from the upper atmosphere. And we should be about a minute away from apoapsis. Get ready to burn for orbit. Let's see how much of the, about a quarter of the second stage left. Have to make sure I don't use up all of the fuel in the last stage and not able to get back to the surface. So that's the concern. Alright, keeping our time to apoapsis pretty steady there. I think I ran out. Ran out of fuel. Stage. That's why my apoapsis was approaching so quickly. I ran out of fuel. 1,700 meters per second and climbing. Need to get about 2,300. I think we can do that and have enough fuel to get home. Just need a little bit more. Alright, now we are in orbit. So let's get over here. Let's get our crew report. 5 science there. A goo report from space. Near Kerbin, 10 science. Excellent. Let's do an EVA. Take out the previous crew report. EVA report from high above Kerbin's water. 8 science. Let's head back in. And now we'll just go around to the different parts of the planet. So we'll go over land there. And who knows what else. So EVA. So we can get them over the shore. Yep, over the shores. Next one should be over the grassland. Beautiful. Let's see, let's take all the data and then go back in. Now we have 2 different crew reports. We should be able to get another one when we land, for wherever we land. Alright, I'm going to do a jump cut. Alright, now that we're over some different land, let's see what... Highlands, excellent. Another biome. Really hard to see where we are on the planet. There's some desert. A long way to go to get to the desert. So okay, we will do another jump cut. And now we are approaching some mountains. So let's see if we can get an EVA report over some mountains. No, it's still grasslands. I think because we're over that part. When I get over here, it will be actually over mountains. Let's see if we can get that lined up to show us properly where we are. mountains. There we go, there's another nice EVA report. So last one that I know I can get is desert, so I will see you again after another jump cut. And we are back with Chad on the ladder. Still grasslands, coming up on desert very, very quickly. Deserts, okay, there we go. That's should do it for the science we can get here. It's bored. Might be able to just go ahead and plop this guy on the desert and get a surface sample there. So let's go ahead and try that. Alright, you ready, Chad, for the descent burn? Let's fire this puppy up. Whoa. I'm just gonna burn it all up and see where we land. Turn SAS off now. We don't need it anymore. Yeah, with the slowdown from the atmosphere, we should land in the desert or maybe in these mountains. Get a surface sample from there. One thing we can do is now get a crew report from upper atmosphere. Excellent, 3.5 more science. And then when we land, we can, if we land in the desert, we can get out, take out the crew reports, put them back in, and get a fourth crew report from the desert. Along with a surface sample and an EVA from the ladder and from the ground. So lots and lots of science. Well, I was going to do a cut, but fiery re-entries are always cool, especially in fast motion. So let's go ahead and just let that happen. But once the fire's gone, I'll do a jump cut to the ground. Alright, yeah, he's pretty happy. He's not too concerned about where he's landing, so that's a good sign. Alright, we should start getting the atmospheric effects any time now. Ship is tumbling weirdly. As soon as the fire starts, I'll stage. That way we'll get two pieces of spacecraft on fire. There it goes. And boom. There's a nice screenshot. Alright, Chad, come down. Alright, looks like we're definitely coming down the desert, so this is just normal parachute stuff, so I will see you again after I jump cut. Alright, and with us on the ground, let's do an EVA. EVA report, flying above Kerbin's deserts, 5.6, excellent. Let's take out the data. Let's board. Let's do another crew report from on the ground. 1.5 science, ooh, alright. EVA again, Chad. Okay, this time you can go onto the ground. And we'll do a EVA report. And surface sample. And plant a flag. Boom. Alright, what should we say? Site name. Orbit. 1 landing site. They lied. I couldn't see my house from space. Alright, hop back in the capsule, Chad, and we'll recover you and see how much total science we have gotten. 102, wow, okay, that was a lot better than I was actually expecting. That's enough for 2 of these nodes. We definitely want the science, and we definitely want the bigger fuel pod. None of these really get anything that I want except for the inline reaction wheel, which would be handy, but not until I get the bigger rocket fuel tank. Alright, so I could do a north-south orbit to get some extra science from being over the Arctic, or landing in the Arctic, but I think we're going to get lots more science by going to the moon. So now we have to build something that will get to the moon. Just for a flyby. Let's see. This easily gets us into orbit. It has enough fuel to land safely again, but it definitely doesn't have enough delta V to get to the moon. We need something more for that. Plus we need Science Junior, because we want to do a flyby. So for that, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Well, we know we want this. Because I want to get near and far from the moon science, and also from Minmus. So we need 2 of these. And that needs to be all attached to an engine for its flight. And probably more fuel than that. Yeah, let's go ahead and just dump that. Let's get a big fuel tank. So this will get us back to Kerbin from Munar orbit, or flyby. That will be what will land. We can grab the science out of these science containers and bring them back into the capsule, so that's not a problem. Yep, and that's all the science items we have for now. Okay, we don't need a big engine. The question is, though, does this one generate electricity? No, it does not. That's the only reason I don't take that one. Just in case I run out of electric charge, since I don't have solar panels yet. Or do I? No, I do not. Alright, so that's a good choice. Alright. One of these. Now, how do I want to do this? I think what I want to do... 4 should be enough. Simply make this 2 stages from here. So I don't really need that. Well, I do need that, but I don't need it there. What I need is that here. Yeah, one here too. Because this is what I'm going to do. That will be stage... the last stage. This will be the second stage. First stage will be 4 of these, plus 1 more in the middle. And then engines on all of those. There we go. Bingo. Now I just strut this guy up. And some cross struts. Alright, so those 5 will be in the lower stage. And those 5 decouplers. And then those 4 engines. And then when those go, the 4 side decouplers, and that last engine, and then the last... Okay, I think this will make it. If it doesn't, we'll still have fun. Alright, so this is... Moon Flyby 1. Alright, let's give this a try. Alright, so... Nope, I don't want Jebediah. I want to spread the glory around a bit, so let's get... Chad, those last... Sidlong. Sidlong is going to the moon. Alright, get out there, Sidlong. Alright, SAS on. Throttles to mostly full. I don't think I need all of the thrust on this one again either. So let's try that. Oh, Sidlong, ooh, he's ready to go. Okay, ready in 3, 2... I guess I should do that. Alright, otherwise I would just fall to the ground, and that would not be very good at all. Alright, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Yeah. Give that a little more thrust. Alright, these engines should be going pretty well. Fuel, 3,000 meters. Speed looks good. Now Sidlong is looking a little nervous. Ready for staging. speed down, make a nice long burn, get in orbit with these engines, and then hopefully a burn to... We start the burn to the moon with these engines. Alright, we can start our gravity turn a little more aggressively. Let's see what our map says. Oh, that's a pretty good climb, 25 already. Turn that over just a bit more. Still about 40% of our fuel left on this stage. And we're making it into space. I won't do jump cuts on new spacecraft design because, hey, I may derp it up and this may completely fail. But once we know we have a reliable design, then I'll just basically jump right into space, get this thing going. But these are still early days, and we do not know what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm barely going to... This is not really going to get it into orbit. And the question is, how much can I get with that fuel tank? About a minute out. We can start a slow burn. Keep this at about 50 seconds. If it drops a little, that's fine. It's actually... Okay, we're in space. If nothing else, I can do these Science Junior containers in orbit here. Bring that back. Okay, out of fuel in that stage. Alright, seem to be getting pretty good performance out of this. We need another 500 meters per second to get into orbit. And then you usually need about 800 to get to the moon. I need to speed this up a bit. $6,300. And okay, we're in orbit. Do our maneuver for the moon, about 90 degrees. Actually, you know what? This episode is about as long as it needs to be. So we will leave our actual moon mission for the next episode. I'll make you guys wait. And on a mild cliffhanger, the question is, of course, can I make it to the moon? And if I can I make it back with the science I'll get? But we will find out in the next episode with Sidlong Kerman sitting in orbit around Kerbin. I want to thank you for joining me. My name is Jim. This has been Kerbal Speed Program episode number 2. Have a great day.